Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Sunday live stream here. We give some updates, maybe do a little bit of playing, and take any questions you might have. I'm live streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and on the podcast, which is hosted live on Podbean, and I will release that on the other kind of major um, podcast sites. All right, so a couple of things that just been kind of thinking about in general, um, as far as music and various things. I've been working a little bit on the um, Brazilian tunes and Baden Powell tunes and stuff. And so I'm hoping to record that soon. I probably said that for a few weeks, but I've just had some things I have needed to do this past week. And I got a splinter right in my index finger, right where you don't want it, especially for bar chords. I guess you wouldn't want a splinter anywhere, but so as for guitar playing, it's not particularly helpful. It's actually not really painful any longer. So, but I think it's still kind of in there. So I'm gonna try to get that out. Also been working a little bit on setup with that nylon string, so I'm hoping to record acoustic on that and play this nice waltz on it. And so I have written out. Actually, my assistant has written out the notes and everything. We've got the tabs together, so I just need to format that for the video and do some things. So hoping midweek. We're gonna have something on that. So hopefully audio is okay. I was just testing it. Wasn't super happy about it, but I think it's kind of okay and doing all right out there. So earlier I was just playing over a little bit of the changes for tune. I believe it's called Back Home in Indiana, which is the chord progression that was used for Donnelly. So that's a tune that I've done a video on, a melody kind of video on before, and had a lot of fun with that. I'll have to see if maybe I can do more videos on that tune. So a little bit of the A section there. So the A section, maybe I'll give a little idea on that. So you have 1, a 5 of 2, and then a 2, 5 to 1, 2, 5 to 4. So you have maybe a minor 4 or flat 7 there. Back to a 5 of 2, and then 2, 5 to 1. And then the second half of the form ends up going to minor, so I'll play a little bit on that part. So when you go, let's see, so you go below. Then you can go, so rather than this, you can go more to 5 of the 6th chord. And then we're going to have maybe a 5 of the 3, 6, 2, 5, 1. All right, well, let me check out the comments or questions. If you have any, checking out here. Things look pretty quiet out there right now. I'll just play a little bit. You might explore different tones to play. So that's a sharp 9. Explore natural 9, flat 9, especially in some of those dominant chords. So that's a nice little line on the F7. So you have something to encircle that third, the B flat 7. Or maybe play more of the chromatic tones, all three of the nines. And there you go, fifth, flat 13. That's a nice way to approach the third. All right, so a really fun tune to play on and just have some fun with. Um, Hello, Kamo. How's it going? Thanks for saying hello, for the emoji. So playing around there a little bit with some kind of outside tones and things. Having a little fun with it. Um, all right. So some things we're talking a little bit about here in the member area, all that. Covering a little bit about minor and so the minor as a tonic chord. And when it comes to the minor sound, there are a few things that can kind of help us out with that. We have particular, let's say, scales. Say we're looking at F minor, minor chord. So if you have, let's say, that type of scale, we have a sixth, we have a flat 7. For that particular sound. So we have a lot of different ways of kind of handling the minor chord as a tonic. So we might call this minor scale, or you can think of it as the Dorian. It's the same notes as Dorian, and it's kind of our more stable sort of sound. So what is kind of the issue with minor? Why is there so much so many options, so much kind of different treatment to it? So that's a sort of a topic that's pretty pretty interesting and worth exploring. So kind of the issue is if we just took a flat major scale, say played it over here. Okay, if we take the relative minor of that, so that way we would have F minor. If we place a 7 on there, it ends up being a flat 7, just as it kind of naturally occurs, you might say. It's naturally called the natural minor scale. So why is that a problem? Well, it's not really a particular problem for the chord itself, but when we get to well, in a sense, we might want other options for the tonic minor, like might want more of a minor six kind of sound, or maybe a major seven kind of sound. But anyhow, kind of the one big issue with it is that we have the five of the six chord, or if we're thinking about this as a one chord for the moment, as that sort of naturally lays out in the key of four flats, we get a minor chord. So we go from this chord to this chord. One doesn't necessarily feel that it's a tonic chord. So if we make a little change to this and say C7, like it as it lays out in the in this tune Donna Lee, then we can kind of say, okay, now F kind of feels like a tonic. So then we can say, okay, well, what kind of scale might fit this C chord well? And so if we take Phrygian, going to have an issue with that, because then we have this note, but we can bump that note up a half step, just like we did with the chord itself. So we can take a scale like that as well. So we can say, okay, we'll see. All right, so we'll play. Phrygian dominant. If we play that from the perspective of the F, then we get the harmonic minor scale, right? So we have so far three scales, three kind of ways of handling that. So we talked about minor scale, natural minor scale, and the harmonic minor scale. And then there's another kind of scale which is helpful too, which is the melodic minor. So from F, all of this, all those scales there have the same notes for the lowest five tones. So right, so all of those little differences, of those little changes there, are dealing with those notes that are above the fifth and below the root note. Right, so we have those, basically those two notes and just different combinations of those. So it's important to kind of investigate those different areas of minor. So we take the major, say A flat, and look at the five chord. All of our kind of dissonance is kind of built into the key of whatever we're in. We're in the key of four flats here, but that is kind of just part of the nature of the scale. Right. So so that's kind of right in there. And then there are some moments in the tune where we have secondary dominant type movements. flat 7, or it's tritone substitution there. The D7, going to the 4 chord. So there we can, to handle those secondary dominants, we can borrow from the key of 5 flats. So notice we took 4 flats from A flat and then made G also flat. Then we have this A flat 7, which can form a 5 of the 4. Right. So taking some of those particular sounds and sort of taking advantage of some of the nature of how 5 ones basically work. Whether you're using that in the context of the 5 to the 1, or 5 to 6 relative minor, or 5 of 2, or 5 of 4. We can really try to kind of spell out some of those little bits of changes there. Okay. So thinking about those chord changes and those movements from one thing to the next. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for checking out this live stream. And get a chance to check this on replay. I think I'm going to be heading out here in a few minutes. All right, everybody. Well, let me know if you have any questions or anything. Today or this week, I might take a little bit more of a look at this tune, see if I can maybe find some transcriptions or maybe do some transcriptions. A couple of things I've been working on for the channel. I've been working on Baden Powell tune, and I've been revisiting some Pat Metheny things. So I'm hoping to get some tunes out here pretty soon. It's looking like a better week than the last one. All right, everybody. Well, I'm going to call it a day here for today. Thanks for checking this out, and I'll see you all very soon.